So we are back with another episode of Fallout 4 upcoming mods. We got a bunch of cool mods. We actually have a bunch of videos in this episode, and as always, I'm going to be linking these videos down below in the description. So I highly recommend you guys check out these guys' YouTube's channels. These are mod authors, they're working hard on these videos. The monetization of these videos can give them some more money. So again, link down below, check them out, subscribe to their channels. There's also Nexus links, endorse those. This content's being brought to us for free, so take advantage and give back. So kicking things off, we actually have some more updates to that recreation of the Metro Exodus map, the one we did see from the trailer in Fallout 4. So basically this mod author is, I think, taking a little bit of a turn in another direction. It's still highly inspired by the Metro map, but now there's actually a lot going on that is more making it just of a seasonal or autumn map. He does name it Miners Gulch Settlement. Again, this is the same mod author, so I'm not entirely sure if he just kind of ditched the Metro idea or if the map's the same or whatnot. Regardless, it's actually looking really good. We have a lot more screenshots of some of the surrounding areas, that being the terrain, the trees. It looks really freaking good. But also we have some images of this specific settlement, that being the Miners Gulch Settlement. Again, I'm not entirely sure, is this going to be just one part of this map and the other parts we've seen in the past are going to be kind of a different area, or is this just going to be the real kind of center of the map and this is the only settlement there? Either way though, these screenshots do make this map look extremely good. I really like how we kind of adapted it to the surrounding terrain. Some of these buildings are kind of on stilts and I just think it makes it look really cool. He chose not to just flatten out a piece of land and then place a bunch of buildings down like many of us do, and I really appreciate that. So we have some new content for Raider Overhaul. As you guys could probably guess, that's going to be a mod overhauling the Raiders in Fallout 4, bringing in new content, armors, and things like that for them, making them seem a little bit more demonic. Well, now we actually have two new masks for them. This is going to be by Monkey Spunk. You may know him from his recent mod release, that being the armor for Strong and Dogmeat that he did do with Majamba. Regardless, now again, we do have these two painted hockey masks which are going to be for Raiders. I really like these. I feel like having masks on your characters, or rather on your enemy characters, actually kind of separates them. It doesn't really make them feel as human, and that makes them feel a lot more scarier. These two masks look really cool. They definitely are high quality. The armors we just saw from him were also very high quality, and just level of detail here is really top notch. I'm excited to see what these look like in game on some Raiders themselves, and honestly having a cool or rather large collection of masks in the game could be quite nice. I'm excited to see these integrated into the level list and hopefully making that faction seem a little bit scarier. So we have some new content that will be coming later in an update to the Dread HeadGear pack. If you guys don't know, this was a HeadGear pack that brought in a ton of masks into Fallout 4, these ranging from kind of construction masks to other things that are like steampunk. Well, now we have a few more masks that are going to be coming in that. Firstly, we do have this one that also looks rather steampunk. It obviously looks like a gas mask of sorts, having that filter or filter container at the bottom. Interesting though that this one doesn't actually have a helmet. I don't know if this is going to maybe have a helmet later on, or maybe you'll just use a different helmet with this. Then we do have what is probably my favorite, and this is going to be more of a modern kind of almost military mask, goggles and kind of balaclava or something like that, face mask on him. This is looking really cool. I can see this working with a lot of characters. Dust Bowl Overhaul is a really popular kind of texture or terrain mod for Fallout 4, and this is going to mesh awesomely with that. Again, it has a lot of detailing also. Those goggles looking cracked and bloody looks really nice, and I imagine you're going to actually be able to put those down as you could with some of his other masks in this pack. And yeah, even though it's two, these are two really high quality and high detail masks. Obviously there's a lot of different components to them, things you could turn on and off, and I'm excited to see this update and what else it'll bring. So we have some new animations from Wardaddy. These are in fact going to be for the STG-40. This is a mod from Wolfenstein. Well, it's a mod for Fallout 4, but the inspiration came from Wolfenstein. It's out right now for Fallout 4, but it actually doesn't have custom animations. So as we've been seeing Wardaddy do in the past, and now he's continuing to do, we are getting custom animations by him for that standalone weapon. Now to note, actually the reload of this isn't included yet, like that's not done. So focus on all the other things, the reload is still the vanilla placeholder. Regardless though, these look really cool. I love animations like this because I feel like it breathes new lives into those old weapon mods. Animations take a lot of work, but at the same time, being able to build off that existing base rather than having to create a totally new weapon mod, yet when you download these animations on the old weapon mod, it still feels totally new. All around looking really good. Wardaddy has of course made a ton of animations in the past, and these are definitely of that same quality. So we actually have two sets of animations by Haru. The first is going to be for the AK-5C. This of course a weapon mod also being done by Axis. I'm really excited to get these animations or see these being worked in progress finally. This of course has been a weapon mod we've been seeing images for quite a few months now. And obviously now that we are getting animations, we can only assume that it's getting fairly close to release, and hopefully we'll get it within the next couple months. At the same time, these animations actually look really cool. One thing I got from them, which maybe this is just me, it really made it seem like it was more of a compact weapon. The AK-5C is actually actually quite a small gun, firing a fairly small caliber when compared to something like a AR-15 or an AK-47. A lot of times animations don't convey that all that well, but I feel like these do. Again, maybe I'm totally off point with that, maybe you guys don't see the same thing, but that's at least something I felt like I was noticing. And we also do have animations for the over-exaggerated C-clamp grip. This is going to be something, at least partially, for the RU-556. Maybe it'll be used on other guns also. This is something you've probably seen a lot of people do in real life. It's pretty common. Maybe you've seen it in other video games, but it's definitely not as common in video games. But in real life, a lot of people hold the gun like this. It allows you to aim better. It just gives you overall more control around your weapon. And it's actually kind of cool to see these making their way into Fallout 4. If you fire guns in real life, you'll probably be very familiar with this, but if you only play video games, maybe you've never seen it before. Again, both of those videos and the other one by Wardaddy, along with all the other pictures I did show you, are going to be linked down below. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it informative. But with that, I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.